Happy February! I'm so happy to be inching towards spring. We didn't get too much of a winter here in New York, but it has been a big change from Texas. On average, we have a lot more frigid days than I encountered living in Dallas, but there hasn't been an intense amount of icy roads or scary conditions, and for that, we are very thankful. The cold has definitely squashed any desire that I originally had to be, like a girl out on the town in New York City, but I have actually very much enjoyed being a little country mouse. I haven't visited too many people or even seen a small percentage of what New York City has to offer, but I've been enjoying lots of super cozy moments in the Hudson Valley and all the river towns therein. I've really been trying to unearth things that make me feel most excited and inspired, and that's been a lot of fun for me. Whenever I'm at home by myself, I'm always watching cozy content from creators who seem to take things slow, and that's been really inspiring to me, so I'd like to put something similar into the world. This weekend, I'm headed upstate with some girlfriends to a cabin in Hunter, New York for a relaxing retreat of sorts, and I'd love to take you with us. One of my favorite things about living on the East Coast is that day trips seem so attainable. You can easily sneak away to a totally different landscape in a matter of hours. And the landscape is so visually stimulating. I don't necessarily want this to be like a New York versus Texas smackdown video, but I've never enjoyed driving so much through the middle of Texas quite as much as I love driving through New York. If you haven't noticed from my channel, I'm really into Airbnb stays. They give me so much home decor inspiration. I feel like whenever I get home, I'm always tweaking something that I was inspired by at my stay. There's something about inhabiting a space carefully curated by someone else that feels really stimulating to me. It's fun to imagine, what if this was my life? What would I do every day? How would I live in this space? I also think that renting a little house is a really fun way to catch up with your friends that you haven't seen in a while. There's zero pressure and just a fun opportunity to spend time together. I like to encourage everyone to take the day at their own pace and to do whatever they want, whether that's in the group or solo. But I do like having meals and nighttime activities together, and usually I'll try and snap a portrait or two. We played a lot of records, watched some movies, played games on our phones, and gazed dreamily at the scenery. I used some downtime to catch up on some work, and at night we played board games and watched the Grammys. It was like having a fun, low-pressure slumber party. I highly suggest overpacking cozy activities even if you don't plan on doing everything. It's really nice to have options available to you. I've also stayed at a few Airbnbs without televisions, accompanied by a little note that says something like, "We hope you have conversation instead of consumption," or something ridiculous like that. And let me tell you, that ain't my vibe. I like to watch a cozy movie with my friends and eat snickety snackities and pass out on a sofa. The Barnhouse was lovingly curated by the Frankos. They're a couple who own multiple gorgeous Airbnb properties and are bona fide super hosts. So you know you're going to be treated right and treated well and have a ton of beautiful amenities to enjoy. There were so many details and activities stitched into this place, it made me want to come back and experience it throughout the seasons. I didn't get footage of it because boobies, but we had a great time hot tubbing outside, walking around the property, and visiting nearby ski towns. I will link the Franko's Instagram, and you should definitely check it out because it looks like their next big project is renovating an inn. I can't wait to see what this place looks like. I'm sure it's going to be incredible. I recently had an entire session with my therapist about my struggles during winter. It can feel so lonely and dark and depressing and gross sometimes. Her advice was to lean into what winter offers. The opportunity to stay indoors, to eat yummy food, and to snuggle with cute people and kitties. I think that I'm going to be making a cabin stay into a priority when winter starts to feel worst. What's funny is that winter always feels the nastiest right before it's over, and maybe that's when we need things like Valentine's and St. Patrick's Day. So the next time you look out the window and gray clouds feel claustrophobic, your skin is flaking off your face and everything feels poo-poo doo-doo, and for some reason, this is the time of year when the world is demanding you go to a yoga class and drink green juice. Maybe do the opposite. Maybe make a hearty bowl of something creamy and warm and carby, cancel plans to go out, play a video game all day, read a dirty book about fairies, call your mom, pet a cat, rub one out in the tub, because of that fairy book that you read. You deserve to have a nice winter. Don't write it off. Explore it.